Hello everyone, it's Kyle Barkello from Systems Planning, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Iowa DOT's interactive map portal to access the ICE tool online web map. So the first thing you're going to want to do is follow this link, and I'll provide this link in a separate document. And once you get the link, you can click on it. It'll bring you up to an interactive map portal. Here you have a choice between all the different tools the Iowa DOT manages. In our case, we're going to click the Infrastructure Condition Evaluation tool. So upon clicking this, it's going to bring up the ICE map pop-up splash screen that kind of gives you a description of what the tool is and how what data sets it's using. So you can just click OK and then proceed. So the map that you see initially, the start menu, is just a statewide view, and what is only showing at the statewide level is the divided roadways. And the reason we did this was just to speed up the process so much data didn't have to load at any given time. So you can go about however you want it, um, where you start. Typically, I think the best way to start is just kind of start testing around and clicking different things and trying to get a sense for what they do. So when you zoom in, you can see that after it loads, you see the non-divided roadways appear. So upon clicking on either any of these roadways, it'll bring up a pop-up box, and that pop-up box will contain a list of data that's included within the ICE tool. So the first thing it'll have up top will be the route name. It'll have the corridor ID, which is the specific corridor that stretch of roadway runs. It'll have all of the normalized criteria values for the ICE score. So each one of these normalized criteria represents the raw data. So it's just an easier way to display that data that ranks it among similar segments. So for passenger traffic example, this section is rated 9, and that is measured against all of the non-divided roadway segments in the state. So 10 being the best and 1 being the worst. The total composite score or the composite rating is below that as well. So that gives you a sense for how this road stacks up compared to others as well. We have a bar graph down here that displays the different normalized criterias, and upon highlighting it and hovering over it, you'll get a pop-up that gives you the raw data, or that gives you the data field. If you click this arrow, you get a traffic volume breakdown as well. These are the raw data counts that we have stored in our system. So we have passenger vehicle AADT, we have combination truck AADT, and we have single unit as well. So moving beyond that, we'll close out of that box, and now we'll jump up to kind of the info button, which gives you a description of what the ICE tool is. So it's essentially all of the data inputs for the tool. So it'll tell you what the IRI is, how that's measured, the PCI, the sufficiency rating, in addition to the different traffic breakouts that we have. Beyond that, we have the legend, which is showing you what is being displayed right now. So the composite score is how we display it on the map, and that's broken up with the red is less than 60. So these are among the lowest rated segments in the data set, and with the blue being kind of the highest. And that's up here in the legend. So if you wanted, we have another button up here that gives you a chance to look at a couple different layers as well. So we have the maintenance districts included. So upon clicking this, you get the highlighted maintenance districts and the boundaries. So if you wanted to see only the roads in maintenance district, say 4, for example, you can zoom in here, and this just gives you some context for how you might go about navigating that. So you can toggle these on and off. The ICE, if we expand this button, we can look at it from a couple different ways. We can only look at the divided, or we can only look at the non-divided, for example. Say if we shut off the divided and we zoom in, only the non-divided roadways will be shown. If we want to only look at the score criteria, we can do this by specific score. So if we just want to see the pavement criteria, we can bring that out here. So right now what is shown is the pavement criteria across the entire state. And upon zooming in, you can see that for non-divided as well. If you wanted to see maybe just the combination truck traffic, you could just click this and toggle that on and see this separate from all the other features to get a sense at how the combination traffic stacks up across the state. So we'll toggle both these on, and then we'll check out the bridge data. So another thing we included was a good, fair, poor rating of all the bridges in the state that are managed by the DOT. And this kind of just gives you a sense of the distribution across the state and the condition of the specific bridges. So if you were to click on any of these little bridges, a pop-up box would come up with the FHWA number, what traffic that bridge carries, and the bridge condition index, which is just a way to rate the specific segments. Additionally, we have crash data involved, and upon zooming in, it kind of displays in a similar fashion to the bridges. So the black being fatal and the red being the major injury crashes. So if you had a concern about a specific area, you can check to see what data is associated with it, and you get a sense for this pop-up box, which kind of tells you the type of collision, if there were any fatalities, how many of them were there, and the major injuries as well. So that's specifically the layers. There's a couple other different features about the tool that I think are valuable to know. If you wanted to quickly jump to somewhere, say you were from Des Moines, you just type in Des Moines, Iowa up here, and it'll zoom you into that. And then remember, since we had the ice turned off, we could toggle these off as well. Make sure we click both of these on, and now we have a display of all the roadways in the Des Moines city limits. Say if we wanted to go down to Fairfield, Iowa, it'll jump us all the way to Fairfield, for example. So this is just a quick way to jump around the state and quickly navigate. If you had a question about a measurement, I'll do that again. So you click the measurement button, we have an area, and we have just the distance tool along with the location. Usually I use the distance tool if you ever needed a quick measurement from point A to point B. So you just click on the map, drag it wherever you are, and then you'll see over here, it'll give you the length of that mileage. So it's just another way to figure out maybe you want to see feet or miles from point A to point B. This tool just makes it kind of easy. If you wanted to take a look at the different styles of base maps you can choose from, we have NAPE imagery, which is just the aerial imagery itself and gives you better context for where you're at, and maybe you wanted to take a screenshot of that. That could be something you do. Another thing we have is the bookmarks. So if you know you're going to be back to a specific place time and time again, wherever you are on the map, you can just bring up this bookmark. So say we want to bookmark Fairfield. We live there and we want to quickly be able to get there without having to type it in or whatever. You can just bookmark it. So let's just name this Fairfield. And then you click the add button. And what that does is brings up a bookmark to where you can jump to that. So we'll jump to Iowa 3 since I have that saved. So this is something that I had saved previously. Going back to the example we just saved, we can click Fairfield, and we're at that previous extent we were just at. So that's the bookmark tool. To get back to, say you want the base map grayscale, which is kind of the default, we can click that. To get back to the home, like the very beginning, kind of that home splash screen, we can just, the default extent will give you that statewide look, and it'll quickly zoom you out, and it'll show you all the divided roadways as we've seen previously. So this is just kind of a basic overview of this ICE tool. If you have any questions or you have any troubles navigating it, just feel free to reach out to me and I'd be glad to help. Thanks. Have a good one.